Listen, yeah.
It's what y'all all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
Oh, yeah, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
I'm here with my guy,
back, Way Up.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. Listen, pretty soon we're going to find out our African ancestry.
This week.
We get the results. I know you cannot wait, and I know you're excited.
I'm super excited. It felt like it took 2 years.
It did. It did. We had to curate.
I wonder whose fault was that?
You had some special spit on the test.
Stop it.
But anyway, we are going to have 2 special guests joining us today. Cam Newton and Ashley Nicole Moss from 106 and Sports are going to be here. But of course, you know both of them from their other accolades as well.
Yeah.
Cam Newton is definally always going viral.
I like how he had that fight and the hat never fell off.
Listen, that hat is glued on.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's going to be a fun conversation today. Of course, we got to start the show off with some love and some positivity. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Look who's back in the house.
Yeah.
New Mano. All right, again, that's 800-292-5150. Call us up and let's shine a light.
We gon' light the block up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy.
Shine the light.
New Mano.
Yeah, he's slow on the trigger over here, but it's not your fault.
Shout out to
your
Art.
first
He
day.
has acid reflux.
Yeah.
But anyway, today I want to shine a light on Claudine Hibbert-Smith. She actually just was recognized by NARAB because she actually clocked $377 million in real estate sales in 1 year. You know what a big deal that is? She's the founder and CEO of True Real Estate Exchange Elite. And she's from Miami. She's been recognized by the National Association of Real Estate Brokers with the Top Teams Award. And so her team sold that much real estate. And, this is not a time when it's easy to sell. It's more, a lot of people are like holding off, waiting for rates to go down. But one of her main things that she does is educate buyers and sellers on building wealth through real estate. She said winning this award is about more than numbers. It's about creating opportunities, building legacies, and proving that when we work together, we can transform entire communities. So I stand that. All right, now, Reina, who do you want to shine a light on?
On my son, Angel Carrasco Fuentes. He's in the juvenile system of New Jersey. He's actually graduating this Wednesday. They did it. They're graduating.
Yay!
2025.
Well, shout out to Angel. What do you think he's wants to do with his life? What has he been saying?
He wants to continue his wrestling, MMA career, and stuff like that. But at the same time, he wants to focus on getting a job and staying out of that system because he turned 18 there and he missed out all his senior year and that he worked so hard for. But I'm still proud of him. He got this.
I know that's right. And he got his mama holding him down, too.
Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. I hope he's listening because that's all he got is the iPod things and radio. So, my baby.
All right, Angel. Congratulations.
All the graduates of the Jamesburg County or Jamesburg facility stuff.
All right. Shout out to all of them. Yes, all the graduates. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day, Angela.
You too.
And all you guys. Bye-bye.
Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message and shine a light that way. And now that Mano's back, let's start it off with some Diddy in our YT. And his lawyer feels like Diddy is at risk while he's in prison.
What?
His lawyer says Diddy's at risk of being sexually assaulted in prison. And we'll talk about it when we come back.
What?
It's Way Up.
Angela Yee is Way Up.
On the way up.
Say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Mano's here.
Yep.
Let's get into this Yee tea. So, Diddy's got a lot of his lawyers are, doing their best to make sure.
They're doing a great job. They put on a hell of a fight.
All right. Well, his lawyer has called attention to some risks that Diddy is potentially facing, and he feels that Diddy is facing a potential sexual assault from other inmates after it was revealed somebody tried to shank him in jail.
Right.
Now, previously, I thought things were going really well. He was teaching a course.
But things happen. It's prison. It's jail.
Right, so this is all following his conviction on 2 counts of prostitution. And, of course, his lawyer said it's prison. You always have to watch your back. And if that's the case, you're never really out of the woods until you're released or you go to a halfway house. Mm-hmm. Now, during the court session last Friday, that's when Diddy's lawyer raised alarm over the safety of his life and saying that he'd become a trophy for other inmates who are bent on hurting him. And people also are saying he's very unlikely to have to serve out his full sentence too, by the way.
Right.
You have to do 85%.
85%.
Right. And then I'm sure he's going to do some type of program to get out even earlier.
And he's in the halfway house.
Now, his legal team is requesting that he serve his prison sentence at Fort Dix. And that request is made because there he can address drug abuse issues and to maximize family visitation and rehab efforts.
Right.
So we'll see how all of that plays out. In the meantime, Donald Trump has revealed, like we all know, that Diddy is trying to get that presidential pardon. Like a lot of people are.
He ain't saying what he gonna do yet, though.
He is not saying that. Here's what Trump had to say.
I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
I call him Puff Daddy.
You know, because everybody's calling him Diddy, Brother Love. He's like, I call him Puff Daddy. Now, 50 Cent, of course, had a comment about that. He said, man, you can't get no pardon running your mouth like that. LOL, get out of here. And, you know, 50 has been very writing letters to the judge, trying to...
He didn't really write that letter to the judge.
Yeah, he posted it just to make us think that he wrote that letter to the judge. But yes, he has been very candid and open about how he feels about, you know, Diddy getting out potentially. Now, Pooh Shiesty, in the meantime, is home. So he had previously been convicted of firearms and drug trafficking charges, and last night he was released from prison early. So congratulations to him.
Welcome home.
Yes, welcome home to Pooh Shiesty. And there's video of him and everything. So I know quietly they had been talking about that. He was about to get home, come home, and all of that. Looks like it happened.
That's right.
Now, Little Dirk, in the meantime, wants his federal murder for hire case thrown out. He says the government is withholding vital information that could help him build a fair defense. His indictment, he says, is missing key details about the bounty he supposedly placed on Quando Rondo in 2022. He argued that he can't prepare a defense when prosecutors have laid out only a vague theory about him ordering the hit. His legal team said this indictment is impermissibly vague. It leaves the defense to guess as to the government's theory of guilt, and it leaves the government free to change that theory as its cooperators' stories morph over time to meet the demands of a conviction. So we'll see how all of that plays out. That is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night, where we discuss what we did last night. Haven't seen you in a minute, Mano, so I cannot
you been at?
Wait to hear this. I'll tell you. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Yo, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
That's right.
I know, that's right. Mano, where have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been all over.
I need more information.
Saving the city. Wearing a cape.
Okay. Have you been filming new episodes for your show?
For which one?
With Fab Davies and Jim Jones?
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's coming.
Okay.
That's definitely coming.
All right. Well, y'all want to hear? I got some good news yesterday.
What you got?
So, you know, I have the building in Detroit, and I have been working really hard on getting into a permanent mortgage. Well, yesterday we finally got approved to get out of this bridge loan right before the deadline, because the deadline's like up to October 24th. So thank you to the Opportunity Resource Fund. By the way, I'm also going to be doing a keynote at their 40th anniversary gala in Detroit. So I'm excited for that too. But just really happy that, you know, that got handled and got approved finally yesterday. It was a long process. I had to have a little celebration when I went home. And then in addition to that, of course, catch up on Love is Blind. And I don't know, do you ever watch Love is Blind? I would love to see you on there.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to see
I only see Love is Blind here.
You know what's interesting on Love is Blind? I could tell when couples meet each other in person for the first time because they're in pods, they can't see each other. They just have conversations and they don't like what they see.
Really?
Because I do think physical attraction's a real thing. The whole point of the show is that you have these conversations and you fall in love with somebody that you normally wouldn't look at.
Right.
And then you meet in person.
So
and
nobody's attractive?
There were a couple of people that were like, I'm just going to go home.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't think it's fair to go to Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not even playing this game.
Yeah, there's some people that, and it's bad because you build up this rapport with somebody, then you meet them in person, and they don't look at all like what you look like.
What you imagine.
You know, like if I say I have a face for radio, and then you hear my voice, remember you might be like, oh, her voice maybe sounds sexy, and then you see her, and you're like, ugh. But anyway. One of the couples on the show, though, in particular, I was watching yesterday, and Edmund and KB, they were in the bed, and he's upset because all the other couples, while they've linked up, because you have to propose in order to make it to the trip, he is the only one that hasn't had sex with his fiance/partner, and they were in bed talking about it, and he feels like he's just too nice of a guy. Listen to Edmund.
This is who I am. It's not that I'm not as strong into it as you are. This is me.
I'm just always the nice guy. But me up. I'm too nice.
I can't lie. Like, I'm like kind of stuck on like you having one night stands.
I'm not like that anymore. I think the last time that happened was over a year ago.
Ooh. Now this bothered you, Mano. This triggered you.
Yeah. Stay. If you've been loose, if you've been a bad girl, stay a bad girl. Don't try to be, Nancy the nun when you get to me.
But some people think like if you're gonna be my husband,
no, I don't play like that.
And I care about you,
Everybody
I take
else,
this seriously.
Everybody else had a chance to dive in and play with you.
I want you guys to pick a side now. Edmund or KB, 800-292-5150. He's tired of being the nice guy, but she's saying I didn't care about those guys and I don't do that anymore. We're getting
don't
married.
Care about me then.
800-292-5150. Call us up, pick a side.
Going way up. Turn up with Angela Yee. Way up with Angela Yee. It's not just right or wrong. It's about what you believe. It's time to pick a side and stay there.
All right, Mano's on one today. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And we are doing Pick a Side based off of Love is Blind. Now, we're talking about Edmund and KB. That's a couple that linked up on the show after the pods. Now they're on their trip. They're engaged. They haven't had sex. All the other couples on this trip have had sex except for them. And now he's upset. Listen to this.
This is who I am.
I'm just always the nice guy. But me up. I'm too nice.
I can't lie. Like, I'm like kind of stuck on like you having one night stands.
I'm not like that anymore. I think the last time that happened was over a year ago.
No.
All right, so now pick a side. Do you think that, for KB, she's like, listen, I don't want to have sex. I actually care about you. I had these one night stands over a year ago. They meant nothing to me. And now this is something serious. We're getting married and I don't want to have sex until marriage. Or do you agree with Edmund? Don't be the nice guy. What do you think?
I'm with Edmund.
I know.
You know this. Like, don't try to sober up when you get next to me.
I already know. I mean, I just think that we all evolve and grow. And this is also something she told him from the beginning. If he had an issue with it, then he should have expressed it then. It feels like he's more upset because he feels like everyone else is doing it but him.
No, I wouldn't be worried about what everybody else is doing in the house. I'm worried about all the guys you had those...
Why?
Those sexcapades.
Sexcapades.
Yeah, you had in those threesomes and those one night stands.
Carl, pick a side, Edmund or KB?
Girl side.
Oh, you're on KB's side. Okay, tell us why.
I feel like if she was having one night stands while y'all wasn't together and that was her past life and y'all about to get married, y'all engaged, we just gotta accept that because y'all about to have sex anyway. So it's like,
man, we cutting your mic off. Cut his mic off.
No, I like what Carl had to say.
Because if she had one night stands last year, then that's not her past. That was only last year.
If you cheated last year.
A year is actually a long time.
No, it ain't.
Can he pick his side, Mano?
What?
All right. Like, if you cheated last year, does that mean you're going to cheat moving forward?
Huh?
He called you a savage.
Yeah, listen. If I cheated last year, that's not a long time ago. Now, I can try to work to be a better person, but let's not try to diminish and mitigate that factor right there. That's not a long time ago.
Don't try to use words like mitigate like that's...
If you was a 304 last year... By the time you get to me, you should still be a 304. Bottom line, I don't want to hear nothing else. Don't let everybody else.
But he's getting married.
He's getting married.
So what? What's wrong with married? Okay.
Thank you, Carl. I love to hear from you. He's a God-fearing man. Thank you. Nikki.
Hi.
Pick a side, please. Edmund or KB on Love is Blind. He's upset because she won't have sex with him. But she's like, look, last year I was having one night stands. Now we're getting married. This is different.
I'm with Edmund.
That's right.
She's been out there. She's been doing her thing. And honestly, if you're going to get married, you need to find out if you're sexually compatible or not.
There we go. Nikki for president.
Darling Nikki.
Yes. Nikki's the greatest. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
You never went through a period where you were like, I'm not having sex anymore until it's serious?
No.
That's right. That's right. Keep having sex.
I've been with my man for over 27 years.
Oh, well, yeah. There you go.
So,
see, Mano, you don't know what that life is like.
What life?
She's been with her man for...
But off the rip, like, we hooked up. It was great. And, I'm happy.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey, Mac. So let us know. Are you for Edmund or KB? Pick a side.
I'm on Edmund's side. The Brooklyn way. Listen, don't come over here and try to... Now you want to be a saint after you was a sinner all this time? Don't come over here and try to do that. Like, nah. Making me wait? That's crazy.
But I will say she made it clear to him. It kind of felt like, if you watch the show, he was upset because everyone else did it. He was okay with it and agreed to it until he found out all the other couples were having sex.
Listen, if I'll be mad too, like, understand, a woman's past is her past. But when you find out what's going on and she got these tricks and these things, like, now I gotta wait to find out.
Right. When she was letting everybody else find out.
But now if I go cheat and go get it from somewhere else, because she's making me wait, but everybody else ain't got a piece of that.
Well, maybe they're not going to make it to the aisle. All right, well, thank you for calling. All right, well, looks like Edmund is the winner in this situation. I'm still rocking with KB because he agreed to it. He just was mad. And then you can't cry because someone's not giving you no box. Like, that's crazy. But anyway, when we come back, we have your Yee Tea. And let's do some updates. We have an update on Mark Sanchez. We also have an update on Tyrese. You know, he was reportedly detained after this alleged dog attack. We'll tell you what both of them have to say. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee Tea. Come and get the tea.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Mano.
Yeah.
And let's get into some of this Yee Tea. So, I know you saw the Mark Sanchez story yesterday, the ex-Jets quarterback who actually attacked a grease truck driver and left him permanently disfigured. Perry Toll, who's 69 years old, has now filed a lawsuit against Mark Sanchez and also Fox Sports, that's his employer, for punitive and compensatory damages following that violent attack. That was in Indianapolis in the alleyway at around 12:30 a.m. Saturday. Now, according to this lawsuit, Sanchez, who was supposed to be reporting on the game between the Colts and the Raiders, was quote unquote appeared intoxicated and instigated an altercation who was parking with Toll, who was parking in a loading bay in the alleyway. He was collecting the grease from nearby businesses. Toll suffered significant injuries to his head, jaw, and neck. It looks really bad. I don't know if you saw the pictures of what this man looked like after he got attacked. But he has severe permanent disfigurement, loss of function, other physical injuries, emotional distress, and other damages. So, you know, Sanchez, we said this yesterday, he's facing a felony charge on top of earlier misdemeanor charges. And that's going to carry a maximum sentence of 6 years in prison and a $10,000 fine.
Wow.
Now, Mark Sanchez's family did break their silence for the first time. They said this has been a deeply distressing time for everyone involved. Mark and our family are incredibly grateful for the concern, love, and support we've received over the past few days. Mark remains under medical care for the serious injuries he sustained and is focused on his recovery as the legal process continues. So that was just a wild, out of nowhere story. Like, nobody could have anticipated something like that happening. All right. Now, Tyrese, in the meantime, has his own situation that happened. He turned himself into the police. He was charged with animal cruelty. His dogs allegedly killed a neighbor's dog. His attorney did put out a statement. So did he. He said the TMZ body cam footage on all of the officers just leaked. He said, guys, a SWAT team of 17 officers swarmed my home while I was out of town, arrested my grandmother, and took my miniature Pomeranian in custody. My dog has medical and health issues and requires medicine to be taken. We have no idea how we're going to get my dog named Dream out of custody. Who goes this far? I'm asking who goes this far. My heart is broken for the family who lost their beloved dog in this tragic incident. I've been praying for them nonstop, but he said it's a nightmare no one could have imagined. And to the family, he did say, I'm truly sorry.
So they locked him up.
He was out of town. He was out of town. He did turn himself in, though, when he came back.
How was he responsible if his dog
Well, it's his. They are his dogs. Right. He has 4 mastiff dogs that allegedly killed the neighbor's pet. And, you know, that is still falls on you. So, you know, for him, unfortunately, he was charged with 1 count of cruelty to animals.
So if the dogs start glitching, that's on you.
I mean, it's
Dog
on
woke
you to
up with something
also
on
make
his
sure.
mind. Like, I mean, dog pissed off
But
about
it's also
something.
like on your property. It shouldn't be on the neighbor's property. I don't know how this is all going to play out. He is sorry and he has taken responsibility for that, but he just doesn't like how the police have come and like arrested his grandmother and did all of those things. So I know that's a sad for any pet mom or dad. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, Under the Radar, and let's talk about Pinky Cole from Slutty Vegan. She is restructuring her franchise. We'll tell you some of those details. It's way up.
Check the news. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Mano. Let's go under the radar. So let's talk about Pinky Cole and Slutty Vegan. Now, you know, she did lose control of her brand for a period of time, but she has restructured and now she's keeping her company alive. She told People it was like Final Destination and, you know, she survived, but the incident made her slow down and reassess. She said, in life, we always worry about the things that really don't matter until your life is on the line.
That's right.
She had a near fatal accident is what ended up happening while driving on the highway in Atlanta, and that made her reassess everything. Well, now she has restructured and she bought back the company under a new parent name. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You can never take your hands off the wheel. That's what she said about that.
That's the name of the company? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
You like that, right?
Yeah.
Now, she did say that she has a high-profile celebrity as the first franchisee, and the initial focus is going to be Georgia and Florida, and then she'll be expanding nationwide. And so she's also working with Chantel Daniels, who is a franchise veteran who worked with 7-Eleven, Planet Fitness, BP, and so now she's going to be working with her. So love that. All right. Mayor Brandon Johnson in Chicago has signed an ice-free zone executive order. That means that people cannot come on to private property to do ICE operations. So businesses, nonprofits, churches, faith-based institutions, other private entities are eligible for this program. He said, our school parking lots are not for ICE to load their weapons. They are for Chicagoans who drop their kids off to learn. Our libraries are not for ICE to prepare for a raid. They're for Chicagoans to read and relax. Our parks are not for ICE to set up checkpoints. They are for Chicagoans to play and enjoy. And that's what he said at the press conference yesterday, announcing that order. So federal agents cannot use city-owned property as staging areas. You know, the White House has, of course, already responded to all of this. And, of course, they've called the mayor sick for creating these ice-free zones and said that he is defending rapists and killers. How do you know who these people are? Because you're just stopping anybody. You don't even know if, yeah, exactly. You just look at someone and judge them. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. We have the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour. Plus, Cam Newton and Ashley Nicole Moss are going to be joining us. They are launching 106 in Sports on the 15th, and we're going to talk about all of that. It's Way Up.
You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee. Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Yeah.
New Mano. All right, and so LeBron has made his quote-unquote second decision. Now, they teased this like it was going to be a huge announcement. It was in reference to the decision that he made back in 2010 where he announced that he planned on signing with the Miami Heat. Mm-hmm. This time, though, this is his continuing on his relationship with Hennessy. Listen to this.
Everyone's on pins and needles across the country. What's your decision?
Man, this is tough. In this fall, I'm going to be taking my talents to Hennessy VSOP.
VSOP?
I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win more at hosting. And not only that, win at signature cocktails, win at having a good time.
All right, and according to a news release that was issued by Hennessy, LeBron said it's an honor to continue this partnership with Hennessy. Our first collection was about a shared pursuit of excellence and boundary pushing, and this new limited edition is another chapter in that story. The design features my crowning gesture, which is special for me and stands for celebration and connection. That's what this bottle is made for. So it's a limited edition bottle as well. I know that cost a grip, by the way.
So he was already with them. Yeah,
he did. He signed on with them last year. And so this is just yet another iteration of that partnership. All right, now moving on Keke Palmer, Baby, This Is Keke. Offset recently was a guest, and he talked about a few different things. For instance, he talked about the guilt that he felt after Takeoff passed.
To be honest with you, I never really said this. Like, I feel like I had that, like, some responsibility was on me, because what if I didn't go solo? What if I just thugged it out with the business not being right? You know what I mean? Maybe we wouldn't even been right there or in that place, because I just know how we move when I'm around. I could read the room a little bit more, see, hey, this ain't the play. We need to get up out of here. I'm the one that's going to say it. And then I wasn't there, so it's like not having control or something like that.
All right. In addition to that, he talked about where his relationship stands right now with Quavo.
I love Quavo. I think it's just better for us to be on our own different things. Now, we could come back to some maybe a couple years from now. You know what I'm saying? The plan was always for us to be doing our thing as Solo X top, because I feel like that's what separated us as a group. You know, with success on both sides could bring things back, but I don't know, it's hard.
All right. And lastly, he did get a little more in depth about his situation with Cardi and them going through a divorce. That divorce is not yet finalized, but he does express some regret over how he handled things. Here's what he said.
I should respect her way more. You know what I mean? I made bad decisions as a man, like stepping out. That's why when she left, I had to take that on the chin, because like I could have been we got so much our kids to live for. I was being selfish. I wish there wasn't so much internet stuff going on. I got out of pocket a couple times because, bro, you feel like you're getting bullied.
Yeah, I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that a lot.
Yeah, like finally she left.
No, but I'm just saying you got to be honest at some point. Like, you know, like
I could have handled things.
I could have handled things
and been more respectful.
I think we all as men been in that situation before.
Oh.
And had to take accountability for our actions, honestly.
Okay, I like that. Another person, speaking of Cardi B, posted underneath one of the interviews that Cardi B did about a situation, a run-in that she had with Cardi B. Her name is Shaniqua Jenkins, 39. She said, I'm a single mom, and I'll never forget when I met Cardi B back in 2018 while working at the hotel where she was staying. I didn't have anyone to watch my toddler that day, so I brought her to work and had her quietly hiding behind the front desk. When Cardi noticed her, I was terrified I might get in trouble or lose my job. Instead, she smiled with so much warmth and told me she used to hide at her mom's job too. Later, she checked out and came back with coloring books, crayon snacks, and toys for my daughter, and she left me a huge tip. Cardi B spoke life into me as a woman and as a mother that day. Her compassion and understanding reminded me that even in hard times, we're seen, valued, and capable of rising above. She truly has a beautiful heart.
Nice.
See how you can just do like a nice gesture and that will touch somebody.
Right. Yeah, make somebody feel.
All right, forever. Well, and I feel like you got very reflective just now too.
Yeah,
and on that note, Ask Ye with the award-winning advice-giving Mano
award-winning
is coming up next. 800-292-5150. Any question you have, we're here to help. And speaking of you reflecting, let's put on Leon Thomas. Mutt. It's Way Up. What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with the award-winning advice-giving Mano. And we got Melanie on the line today for Ask Ye. What's up, Melanie?
So I'm in school currently, and I was wondering how you deal with a male teacher basically being kind of overbearing and arrogant when it comes to dealing with females in the classroom.
So it's not just you, it's all the women.
It's literally all of us.
Well, like what kind of stuff does he do?
Instead of giving grace when it comes to performing our duties and everything like that, he'll kind of get loud with us and have little bits of attitudes instead of helping us, because we're all there to learn and that's what you're there to do. But it just seems like his masculine energy, he throws that around because he knows we're females.
And this is something that all the women, you guys have spoken with each other and really like came together to feel like there's an issue.
Yes, ma'am.
So who is it that y'all can talk to above him? Because it feels like this is something that needs to be reported.
Yes, and we actually tried to talk to the higher ups about it, but it just seemed like they gave him a conversation and it actually got worse after that.
This has to be something that's documented because you actually are paying this man's salary and he actually does work for you. And so in a situation like this, you guys have to be real loud about this because, like I said, this is something that all of you are having an issue with. I don't know if there's like a paper that you have at school, like a newspaper or some type of like digital online paper where you guys can actually voice your concerns about this.
Yes, we actually have follow-ups each week, and we've actually written about that. And they've seen it, and like I said, they've had conversations, but it just seems like the more we talk about it, the more he's like just jabbing even more.
Yeah, but you gotta get all fully committed, and y'all gotta stay unified and just keep going loud.
Even outside the school, is there a local newspaper?
There actually is, yep.
Because I would reach out to even like outside the school and make it a bigger deal. And I would demand to see some action take place. And even if that means that like all of us aren't going to take this class anymore because, you know, if we're going to fail and we're paying for something, then, but it's also not right now because it's going to affect like when you graduate and the credits that you get.
And it actually does, and that's what a lot of the girls are worried about us. But you're right. We have the documentation where we can go forward with that.
Yeah. I mean, it really might be time to consult a lawyer because people sometimes don't take things seriously until, you know, there's some type of repercussions that they feel like can happen from it. And if that means all of us together, a lawyer will take this case if they feel like this is something we could win and know that like they'll get whatever from a lawsuit after.
Definitely. That actually sounds pretty good because we were talking about, you know, we're like, what he's doing can't be right.
No, it's not.
We just feel like we need to take the next steps. We actually have a chat about it and everything.
Okay, good. It's time to take those next steps. You know what to do, and I'm glad that you guys are all unified.
Thank you so much. Hey, Mano.
Hey, baby.
All right, good luck.
I'm from New Haven.
Let us know what happens.
Connecticut.
All right, well, thank you so much to Melanie for calling us. And, you know, sometimes you got to go above their head. And when then that doesn't work, you got to call in the big dogs, get a lawyer, and get some money. This is serious business. All right, and when we come back, oh, man, we're going to be joined by Cam Newton and Ashley Nicole Moss. They have a new show starting on the 15th on BET 106 and Sports. But, of course, there's so much to talk about with these two. It's way up.
Yeah, let's go.
Turn me up. Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
Listen, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
I'm here with my guy, Kaz Kazim is here with me. Ashley Nicole Moss and Cam Newton are here, the hosts of 106 in Sports. Welcome to Way Up with Angela Yee, and thank you for being here. Don't try to get unlively now.
You saw that, right? You saw the energy just trying.
I'm just trying to, you know, make sure that y'all smell the Palo Santo and the sage because I'm trying to be on my best behavior.
What sort of like similarities and differences could we expect from like 106 in Park Days to 106 in Sports?
I think the biggest thing that Cam and I both have been trying to get across like this entire time is like we're not looking to replace 106 in Park, and I don't think you can. And respectfully, so many people are so attached to the brand, and I get it. You know, culturally it meant so much to us, and we're not trying to erase that. We're basically just trying to take what the show did really well, and that was the emphasis and the importance and putting the culture on a major stage, a major platform, but doing that for sports. But we've been making it very clear because of how protective people are of the 106 brand. Like, we're not trying to erase the 25 years of 106. Trust me, we couldn't if we tried.
So on 106 in Sports, you guys will be interviewing athletes, but how do you draw the line between what goes on in sports and what goes on in their personal life? Like we just saw Klay Thompson getting questioned about Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, see, I would never do that.
Right.
Like, I don't really care about who Klay's dating. Do you care?
Hell yeah!
I want it, man. And that's the yin to my yang.
Stop. Everybody paying attention to Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Stephon Diggs, and Offset. Bro.
I don't care about Cardi and Stephon Diggs.
You don't, and you need people like me to just to really understand. But that's what I'm like. Like, you can't sit up here and tell me you do not find that entertaining and amusing.
I don't follow enough to find it entertaining.
I don't either. But when you have to create content, it's your job to cover the story as best as you know how. Now, you're not telling lies. It's from things that you know, from your dog Wiki to your dog Google to your dog Gemini to everybody, like all that. You use your resources. But the thing that I know to be true and what will be respectable from an athlete is as long as you are held accountable or you're holding people accountable. Favorites ain't a place that is going to make you have longevity. And whether you talk about this person, you talk about that person, I think that's the hardest thing is when you have so much respect and admiration for a person and you are able to say, hey, I'm talking about the football player here. I'm not talking about the person. It happens all the time with my critique with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I was about to get to that.
You see what I'm saying? It's also my critique with, I'm a fan of Offset's new album. You know what I'm saying? But, hello, we haven't been living under a rock. Which direction you want to go with Cardi B? You want to go Offset, Stephon Diggs, or you want to go Nicki Minaj? It's like it's so much there. So we will ask the question one more time.
What?
You don't want to hear about Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion?
I'm not dating Klay. what's that got to do with me?
But I would say, I'm gonna tell you what I've learned. Ashley, is
it's
like I agree with when she says if I see something outside that's not posted, I'm not going to bring it up. But if it's something that's posted, I feel like it's fair game. Because you don't want to be that person where you walk in the room and people are like, here come Ashley. You know, everybody, you know.
Well, insert Cam, because that's what I got. I'm here go Cam. Here go Cam. And I'm here with Angelicia. And we can't give it to you. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tune in every Wednesday on starting October 15th.
This was a hot topic lately, the whole Aisha Curry thing.
Oh,
and I would love to hear both of your opinions on the conversation she
rock,
had.
paper, scissors, who goes first?
Call her daddy. People were so upset about it. I have my feelings, and we'll talk about that in a second. But she basically was saying on there that her goal in life when she was younger was like to be a career-oriented person, not necessarily have kids. And then she got married, got pregnant right away, and what she thought was going to happen just disappeared, and she's fine with that. She wouldn't trade. But people are giving her a lot of backlash for even saying that and acting like, oh, you got with Steph Curry. She's ungrateful. She's this, she's that. Why would you say that? So I want to see what your guys' thoughts are.
I think people purposely misunderstood her, and I think people purposely misunderstand her. There's something about Aisha Curry for some reason, and I don't know if it's the love affair people have for Steph as an athlete, as a regarded athlete.
He's a good guy.
I think it's that they always feel like she's trying to like sun him. But the way that I took it when I listened to it is that's not uncommon for women in some way, shape, or form. You know, you go into your life thinking it's going to look a certain way, and then marriage happens, or babies happen, or let's flip it. You focus on your career, and then you look up and you're 40, and you're like, wow, I don't have kids and never got married. I prioritized my career. Like, did I do it wrong? So I think that it's a pressure that women feel that men don't feel, because men are given the grace of as they get older, they only get better. Women, there's an expiration date put on our prime, essentially.
What I would say is, would you be more mad if she thought it and never said it, or actually said what she was thinking? A lot of people say it, and that's their truth.
Yeah.
If you can't relate, you shouldn't debate. You can chime in and do like, and that's where you get kind of, because it's how you're chiming in. I would never, why would she do? It's like, no, but homeboy,
you're not with Stephen Curry.
And they've never insinuated that there was a lack thereof. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta look at the optics here.
Yeah.
Certain things may be said, but what do we actually see? And that's what we should be focused on. Am I mad that she said what she said? Man, she's entitled to whatever she wants to do. And I think that's what maturity gets you.
If that was your wife, would
that's
you be
what
mad?
Perspective. Hell no.
Okay.
But that's not to say that I have not hurt somebody from what I've said that I was in a relationship with.
Right.
And those are certain things that I believe that she will learn. And that's a conversation that they have. Right? And the optics doesn't look right, but we good though.
Yeah.
And I've been there, so yeah.
What do you mean the optics don't look right?
What she said doesn't sound right, doesn't look right, but we're good. This is what I can respect Aisha Curry for saying. She said what she felt. And there's an often missed word when we're talking about a relationship, when we're talking about marriage. You're married, you're in a relationship, but are you happy? Because every single day, if they've been married long enough to be able to say, hey, during this stretch of our marriage or our relationship, we were going through a rough time. And you're going to go through those times. People look on the internet or social media as if to say the relationship is a starting point, but or it's the finish and destination, but it's just the starting point.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee, and instead of last word today with you guys, we have Cam Newton and Ashley Nicole Moss joining me and Kaz.
What did you hear about Cam Newton? Let's just keep it a buck. Let's talk before we get out of here.
Let me see. What have I heard about you? Well, I know you want to have more children.
Hello.
I know you're scared of divorce.
Extremely.
So that's why we don't know where this relationship situation will it, marriage, is that ever in the cards? We don't know. Let me see. What else have we heard about
Why
you?
do people care?
You asked me what I've heard. That was a topic.
No, I just don't know. You keep going, but I can still give like a footnote of like, wow.
Well, because I think when sometimes people are in relationships, they feel like, that leads to marriage at some point.
Especially that relationship.
They never ask, are you happy? And I always will love to say, happy as hell.
Like my parents got divorced but they still live together to this day, right?
No way.
They do. And I've never been like, I gotta get married. So it's not, but if it happens, it happens.
They knocking
boots.
boots.
But I'm okay with being with somebody forever and not doing that. What?
He said, "Are they knocking boots?"
No, I don't think so. But I don't know.
Since the divorce,
They might be.
They
might
living
be. They still live together.
Ask the questions that we really want to know. Like, yo, like they shacking up.
He be on the couch.
Yeah.
He be on the couch.
That's cool.
It's usually what happens after.
They go to their separate corners afterwards.
You know what I'm saying? Mama in there.
High school sneaking out the house. I never heard nothing when I went past their room. I'll say that.
But I also think it doesn't. I think it also like my parents have been married my entire life. They're still married, and marriage is not something I ever thought about. Like,
right, I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Kind of like Aisha Curry. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I never.
Full circle.
I never envisioned my wedding. I never played bride in my head. I never did any of that. That wasn't.
After this, show
I
them
know you
dim.
think about what you're gonna wear to your wedding at least.
Who, me?
You gonna wear a hat just like this?
What you gonna wear?
Man, I'm gonna tell you
With a veil.
what it's gonna lead to. Me wearing nothing. Huh?
And as you get older, you may not even care about sex anymore.
Who?
I could see that. Like him just being like, I'm just happy being here and spooning.
You know
and
where I'm
like,
from?
Wakanda?
Wakanda, by way of Atlanta, Georgia. Touch the toes, baby.
Is anything on the internet real about you? True about you? Anything you've seen, is it factual?
A lot.
Yeah, some things that's true, but there's more things that's like, wait, what?
Like what? What's something you saw that you're like, dang, where they got that from?
You are really good at what you do. I don't know, my brain is spinning, but I'm just gonna say, you know what's on the internet that is true? Make sure you tune in to
you are
BET.
really good.
Yes, man. Plug that show.
You know what I'm saying? Where sports and entertainment collide. Ashley Nicole Moss is the host, co-hosted by Cam Newton.
Period.
I hope I do my part. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I know Ash gonna do hers, but it's like, yo.
That's why you're like, this is a different iteration.
Yeah,
It's
I
not,
don't think, I don't
remake,
want, and that's why it's so important for us to keep reiterating it. Like, if anything, for lack of a better word, we're a little terrified.
and that's fine.
We're a little scared because of
good.
just
Yeah,
what it
that's a good
means.
thing.
And
It's-
we want to do justice by the brand, and we want to do right by it, but also let everyone know we're not trying to erase it. We're
There's
just trying
nothing
to
better than
uplift
being
it.
terrified to do
Yeah.
something. I think
We're
it's
a little
amazing
shook.
when you're shook and then it happens and you make it happen. It feels great.
Yeah.
Marriage.
See? Come on now.
Well done. You saw that?
I knew we was gonna kick it out. You know what I'm saying?
But thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm
Thank
excited.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Make sure y'all check out 106 and Sports October 15th on BET. Watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. It's Way Up.